Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. So in today's video, we are going to be talking about the match between FC Barcelona and Real Madrid, where Barcelona defeated Real Madrid 5-2. I do want to speak about a few points. Point number one, it is La Masia over anything. If there was one thing that showed in this game, it is the fact that La Masia is the best academy in the world and is going to be the reason why Barcelona in the end will be successful and dominant for years to come. Lamine Yamal, Gavi, Cubarsí, Alejandro Balde, Marc Casado were all exceptional. All of these players were younger than the age of 23 years old, and that's crazy to me. Lamine Yamal was only 17, Gavi 20 years old, Cubarsí 17, Alejandro Balde 21 years old, Casado 22 years old. They're young players and they're going to be here for a very long time and to really establish dominance. But I do want to focus on just one player out of these 5 players, because once again, all of these players played amazing. Marc Casado was fighting the ball multiple times against Tchouaméni, Camavinga, Alejandro Balde as well, tapping on Vasquez, scoring a goal. Cubarsí defended very well. He's the most reliable center back that Barcelona do have. Gavi was also really good, taking the ball away from the defenders, applying a lot of pressure and combining 1-2s with Lamine Yamal and Raphinha. But in the end, I do want to focus on just Lamine Yamal, because Lamine Yamal, to me, I believe that if he goes down this route of excellence, he will become a generational player. We all thought that the whole debate was going to be between Kylian Mbappé and Erling Haaland, but I strongly do believe that the debate is going to be Yamal versus Kylian Mbappé. And Yamal does have a huge head start against Mbappe, because when you compare Mbappe at the age of 18 and Lamine Yamal at the age of 17, Yamal is miles better than that version of Kylian Mbappe. And so when you notice that, the only thing that you could say is that if Lamine Yamal continues to be healthy and works on his football, continues to get better, he will become a generational player and he will become the best player in the world. How can you not say that for somebody who performs like this at the age of 17 years old? This guy is just insane. In this game, he played 59 minutes, scored 1 goal, had 21 out of 23 passes completed, 2 out of 2 shots were accurate, 5 out of 6 dribbles were won, 2 out of 2 long balls completed, 1 interception, 2 defensive actions, 6 recoveries, and 8 out of 11 ground duels were won. And here's going to be the heat map of Lamine Yamal against Real Madrid. This does give us a general idea on where he does like to play. He is somebody who likes to receive in wide areas and cut in to find those key passes or to out dribble any defenders he does encounter. And he destroyed Camavinga in the process, making Camavinga look like a very midfielder. What Lionel Messi did to the players of Modric, Cruz, Khedira, Xabi Alonso in his prime years is exactly what's going on with Lamine Yamal and the other midfielders that Madrid do have. Lamine Yamal is going to school Camavinga, Tchouaméni, Valverde for years to come. And then as you can see here in this screenshot, one of the things that Lamine Yamal is starting to do is to run into space. A very similar gameplay of what Raphinha likes to do over and over again. Lamine Yamal usually likes to receive the ball straight to his feet and then cut in to look for key passes, but now we're starting to see Lamine Yamal make those runs behind the defensive line. We can see here Lewandowski releasing the pass. Lamine Yamal, all he has to do is run to that space, and that is how we got one of the goals. It was a phenomenal goal and a very different goal according to Yamal. Lamine Yamal even said right before this year came in of 2025, he said that his biggest obstacle and his biggest goals is to score more goals. And in order for you to score more goals, you have to be much more dynamic, more versatile, implement new styles of attack. And Lamine Yamal is doing exactly that. So to me, Yamal for sure has the quality, and he has the best quality, where I would say as long as we continue to have him in our squad, we can be the best team in the world. And the only time I actually thought like this was when Lionel Messi was at FC Barcelona, so that should really tell you a lot. And so it's a lot of fun to have the player. So far in this debate on who is the best player in the world, Lamine Yamal is 3-0. Yamal has defeated Kylian Mbappé first back in the Euros of 2024, where they won against France 2-1. Lamine Yamal scored a stunner on that night, putting Mbappe to shame. Then got him again in the 4-0 win at the Santiago Bernabéu, putting Mbappe yet again to shame. And then for a third time, defeating Real Madrid 5-2, with Lamine Yamal yet again scoring. All were amazing goals, by the way. The first one at the Euros, oh my god, bro, into the top left corner. Who expected for someone his age to do something like that in the semifinals? And then that goal that he scored with his right foot into the top right corner in the 4-0 win. And then lastly, you ended with the tap-in goal into the bottom right corner, very much like Lionel Messi. So Yamal is 3-0 against Kylian Mbappe. Now let's move on towards the next key point that I do have, and that is Raphinha is the best left winger in the world. Many might say and argue that, oh, it's Kylian Mbappe, but here's the thing. If Madrid used him right, he would be on that list of one of the best left wingers in the world, because Mbappe does not play as a left winger at Madrid. Mbappe plays as a number 9. He's a striker. So first of all, how is he even going to be on the list if he does not even play on the left wing? The one player that plays on the left wing right now at Madrid, it is Vinicius. And so let's just say that Mbappe is a left winger. Right now, he has played 28 matches, has 15 goals and 4 assists. Raphinha has 27 matches, 1 game less than Mbappe right now, and has 19 goals and 11 assists, being superior in all realms within the attack. So the whole debate about who's the better winger between Mbappe and Raphinha, it's gone. Like, Raphinha is the better one. And when we compare Raphinha to Vinicius, a player that actually plays on the left wing, he has 25 matches under his belt, 14 goals and 9 assists. Once again, does not beat Raphinha's numbers. And it's crazy to see that Real Madrid signed 2 of the best left wingers in the world, which is Vinicius and Kylian Mbappe, but neither of them beat the untalented, the untechnical Raphinha. So it goes to show just how far you can go when you do have a team that has set ideas, a great sporting project, and a coach that gets the best out of their players. That is the reason why Raphinha statistically is superior to Mbappe and Vinicius. All other wingers like Leao, Nico Williams, Son also do not even touch Raphinha. Raphinha is the best left winger in the world, and it's crazy for me to even say that because I remember when he first came into Barcelona, he even admitted that in the first 6 months he wanted to leave because he felt like he had no place at Barcelona. It was too difficult to play at this club. He asked and he questioned, how is he going to compete against Ansu, Dembele, and Ferran Torres when they were all technically better than him? And so, you know, time went by. A few weeks later, Xavi Hernandez placed him as a left winger against Bayern Munich back in 2022, and he did not look comfortable, and Raphinha knew that he could not play on the left wing position. He was also left-footed, and so usually his gameplay was for him to play on the right side and go centrally to play a creative role. But the problem was Dembele played on the right side, which is the reason why he had to play on the left side, and he hated that role. Eventually, Dembele left a year later, making more room to Raphinha, and he continued to grow, and he eventually dominated both sides. He was becoming a great left winger, a great right winger, and he was also asked to play as a number 10, and he delivered. And now today, he is the best left winger in the world. Like, he just is. And with 4 months left in this season under Hansi Flick, at this rate, with him having 19 goals and 11 assists, I do see him ending this season with 27 goals and 16 assists. If he brings out that type of numbers by the end of this season, extend him for 1 more season, because I want to keep him until at the very least 31 years old, because these are world-class numbers. 27 goals and 16 assists is unheard of from a Brazilian player that was deemed as untechnical, untalented, and with his work rate and his leadership, you want to keep a player like him at Barcelona. Moving on towards my other key point, which is going to really align to what I just talked about with Raphinha, and that is Barcelona is unstoppable when they stand by their ideas, right? Every player ends up becoming one of the best in their positions. This is very important, right? To have a set idea, because in the past 5 years, we were searching to see how we should play. What is going to be our main idea? What's our style? We did not have any identity, and it was difficult for us to form any sort of identity, mainly because we had no finances, and so we had to work with whatever we had. So we had no idea who we are, how we wanted to play, and because of that, we were breakable. Barcelona were breakable. There was a reason why Barcelona in the past 4 to 5 years, every time we were 1-0 up and the opposition scored and made it 1-1, they broke. There was a reason why when we were 2-1 up and they scored and made it 2-2, we lost confidence. That is because Barcelona were scared. They did not know how to react to them getting tied 2-2 or going down 1-0 or just going up 1-0. They did not know how to react. They did not have the confidence. They did not know who they were. And Xavi, during these times, did the best that he could, which was back in the 2022-2023 season. But we relapsed the following season, which was atrocious. We lost to Girona 2-4, lost to Antwerp 3-2, lost to Villarreal 3-5. And I'm like, bro, like, what's going on here? We just won La Liga and the Spanish Supercup last season, and then we're just gonna give out leads like this? Barcelona were simply scared. But today, under Hansi Flick, it is much different, and we are monsters. Just look at what happened in the match against Real Madrid. Real Madrid went 1-0 up. Kylian Mbappé scored an amazing goal against Alejandro Balde with that one-on-one duel, but Barcelona were not shook. They did not care at all. They had all the reason in the world to cripple themselves and look scared and give Madrid the upper hand, but Barcelona were not shook whatsoever, and they were not scared. They did not care. They wanted to move forward. Hansi Flick and Koundé said it the best. Flick said this: when you play against Madrid, it's possible to concede a goal, but it's not a problem. You stay calm and you play the same way you did before. We did it, and it worked spectacularly well. Then they asked Flick, what did you say to the players after Mbappe scored the goal? And Flick said, I had no doubts. I saw how well we were playing. Then Jules Koundé also said, we executed the game plan perfectly, just like at the Bernabéu. We stayed calm and patient. Despite the first goal, we knew we would win. So this is a Barcelona team that officially does have an elite mentality, which is great to see, because we are going to go very far in the Champions League with this type of mindset. And moving on towards my last point, and that is Real Madrid get exposed against real teams. Look, Real Madrid can win games because of the brilliance of the individuals, right? Mbappe can win the games for you. Vinicius can win the games for you. Bellingham can win the games for you. Rodrigo can also win the games for you. Just look at how he scored that free kick against FC Barcelona. Madrid can win games based off the players that they have. They have a lot of quality. But the problem is that many of the teams that they do face through the season respect them. And honestly, who wouldn't, right? Madrid overall, they are a good team. Like when you see Mbappe, Vini, Bellingham, Rodrigo all running at you, yes, of course, these teams would be scared. But the problem is, what would happen when Madrid finally do meet a team that want it more than you, that maintain the ball better than you, that risk it all just to score goals, and are much more collective than you? You cripple, right? That is what happened to Madrid. There is a reason why Madrid tied against Atletico Madrid 1-1, lost against Barcelona 4-0, lost against AC Milan 3-1, lost against Liverpool 2-0, and now lost against Barcelona again 5-2. That is because when they finally do face a real team, they get overexposed. But like I said, Madrid is a good team. They can win games. We have seen that. But against Atletico, against Liverpool, against AC Milan, against FC Barcelona, they go down. And that is just the level that they are in. They're not the best team in the world. There are about 4 to 5 other teams in Europe that can outclass them, even with Mbappe and even with Vinicius being available. And what's crazy is that I noticed that some Madrid fans are trying so hard to push the idea that Ancelotti is a bad manager, instead of just saying that Barcelona were spectacular that night. What they are saying is Barcelona were not good, Madrid were just bad, and mainly because of Ancelotti, which is pretty funny to hear, right? Because to be honest, you're not going to be fooling anybody. To all the Madrid fans that do watch this YouTube channel, you're not fooling anybody. You guys just have to understand that your defense cannot handle a real team like FC Barcelona. When Madrid defeated Dortmund 5-2, you guys praised Ancelotti and you guys praised Real Madrid. When you guys defeated Atalanta 3-2, you guys praised Ancelotti and you guys praised Madrid. You guys praised the attack, you guys praised all the players. But now that you guys lost 5-2 to FC Barcelona, don't shift the blame to him now, only because you refuse to acknowledge Barcelona's dominance. Understand that you guys are a good team, but not better than us. You guys are not better than FC Barcelona. You guys are not better than Liverpool. And that is where you guys do stand today. Understand that your team is good, but we are your superiors. And if you guys want to be better than FC Barcelona, to be honest, it's not even in your guys' control. It is in Barcelona's control. I have said this multiple times. When Barcelona are united, when Barcelona have an identity, when Barcelona are collective, you guys cannot defeat us, no matter who you guys do have. I hope and I pray that you guys have Trent and Davis next season, because it's only going to make your guys' situation even worse. Do you guys not understand that it does not matter who you guys do sign? What ultimately does matter is if FC Barcelona go down in levels and no longer play as a collective. That is what matters. It does not matter what Madrid do. It is not in your guys' control. When Barcelona are united, you guys cannot do anything against us. I pray that you guys even have Erling Haaland. I really do. I'm going to go home tonight. I'm going to pray. And I'm going to pray that you guys sign Erling Haaland, Trent, and Davis in the upcoming summer. I really do. I want that for you guys, because I want you guys to understand over and over again that it does not matter who you guys do sign. I don't care how much help you guys do get from Javier Tebas. Barcelona will always go over you guys no matter what. As long as La Masia continues to produce, as long as we have a coach that knows what he's doing, we'll spank that ass. And that's it. So kneel, and kneel to your superiors. So that is it. That is going to be wrapping up today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one.